Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The truth is, when you're trying to grow on YouTube or when you're starting a YouTube channel, it's not enough for you to just create a channel and then start posting. There are actually things that you need to do that would help you on your journey. So I'm going to be sharing everything I've done so far with you guys. So the first thing I did before I started posting on YouTube, I didn't even have a profile picture, nothing. The first thing I did was I started watching YouTube videos. I don't lazy around. I'm on my phone. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm trying to understand how it works. I'm trying to understand how these people are editing it. Like, what makes this channel different from this channel? What's this person doing that I like? What's that person doing that I don't like? So as I was watching the video, it was opening up my mind to a whole lot of experience about how different people actually run their channel. So if you're going to start a YouTube channel, please make sure you watch enough videos. It's going to help you. Then the second thing I did was to get an accountability partner. This is someone that would actually help you grow. Like, it has to be somebody that is interested in your growth. It can be a friend, it can be anybody. But for me, that person was my younger sister. Yes, I think what really helped was the fact that she's quite tech savvy. So most times when I see something that interests me about somebody's video, I always like run to her and share with her and then probably ask her questions. So how do you think this person did this? Or what do you think about this video? Or what do you think about this? So, she was always there. Every time I was always bombarding her with questions and we were always like rubbing minds together. Mind you, I've not started my channel yet, but we just kept talking about a whole lot of things. And then somehow she would always find ways to make me understand that, see, Angel, you can do this thing. Just start. Yes. So she was just always there to listen to everything I had to say about starting a YouTube channel. So guys, it's very important that you get an accountability partner. It can be your friend, it can be your sister, it can be your mother. I don't know, anybody, but just make sure the person is actually interested in helping you grow. The next thing I did was I took my diary. This is my diary. These days I don't do anything without this diary. I started writing a list. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys actually. I started writing yes, this is it. I don't know if you guys can see this. It says like I set topics for my YouTube. I really hope you guys can see this. So I started writing down a whole lot of topics. A whole lot. Going back to the topics right now, I'm looking at most of them and I'm like, ooh, this one doesn't make sense. This one makes sense, So it's very important that you have a list of things you want to talk about, because the truth is, once you start your channel and you make your first video, if you don't have what to do for your next video, you might get stuck. Or even if you do your second video, if you don't have what to do for, like, if you don't have up to like 3 or 4 topics, you might just find yourself getting stuck and it would lead to inconsistency. So it's important that you're consistent. So you need to write down topics. Then the next thing I did was I just started watching tutorials on things that I can actually do to make my channel look more attractive. So I watched and I learned how to design a thumbnail, how to use catchy captions for my videos, how to use tags on my videos. I started doing research as well. Yes, I started doing lots of research. How do I do this? How do I do that? I was able to play around with a whole lot of things. I even learned how to attach subscribe button, like button, get notified button, all those kind of stuff. So it was a whole lot I actually learned from watching those kind of video. So it's very important that you do that as well. So after I have done this and I was okay with most of the things I've learned, the next thing I did was to record my first video. I didn't even think about it at all. I just set my tripod and then I just did my first recording. My room is really small. At first I was so worried and I was so scared. I kept telling myself that how am I going to navigate this whole thing? But the truth is, things like this are just excuses that we give ourselves. Which brings me to the next point, which is start with what you have. I don't think there's any plenty explanation to that. Just start with what you have. When I recorded my first video, even this video I'm recording right now, I'm not using any lights. what I have right now is just my tripod, my microphone, and then I'm just sitting close to the window, and the sun is like coming into my room and giving me lights. So when I say start with what you have, guys, this is what I have. So I started with it. I don't even have lights. I'm just using the sunlight, like the whole thing is just pouring into my room, and it's working for me, and I'm doing great at it. So start with what you have. You don't need a camera. Like, if you can afford those things, amazing. But if you can't, it is totally okay. Just start with what you have. There's this thing about Android phone users and iPhone users. People always think that for you to do great content, it always has to be on an iPhone. But I'm here to tell you that it is not true. Find ways to actually set your phone in a way that it would work for you. So start with what you have. As you keep growing, you keep trying to navigate a whole lot of things, you keep learning, and then even when the money starts coming in, you can then start upgrading as much as you want to. So I'm going to quickly show you guys a video of how I set up my room for recording my videos. Alright, so I'll be back with the next tip after this video. So the first thing I always do is to roll up my blinds, and then I open up the windows because the lighting is always better when the windows are opened. Then I'm going to use my duvet and my pillows as chairs, because sitting on my bed is actually the best place to record in my room. So I just like try to work around it until I get comfortable enough. Then the next thing is to set my tripod. I always have a mirror in front of the tripod stand, just so that I can actually see what the positioning is before I start recording. After you've recorded and posted your first video, start sharing on all platforms, like all your social media platforms. Share and share and share and share. I remember when I wanted to start sharing, I was telling my younger sister that I've not spoken to this person in a long while though. I don't know if I should send to this person. She was like, just send it. When I was sharing, I'm like, hey God, this person I've not spoken to in a long time. Person will now say, she's now sharing YouTube link, But this is just me overthinking the whole thing, which is actually something that a whole lot of us do. So don't overthink it. I shared to everybody on WhatsApp, and that same day I had over 30 something views. I'm like, okay, we can do this. So people kept watching. A whole lot of people dropped comments. A whole lot of people did not even, like, they just ignored, which is still okay. So it was interesting seeing that process. And then I jumped on Instagram, and then I jumped on Facebook. Mind you, I've not been on Facebook for the past how many years, but I just had to drag myself back to Facebook because I know that I have lots of friends on Facebook, people from my high school, people from, like, so many people I've connected with before. So I had to like jump back on Facebook to share. And trust me, the turnout was actually amazing. Then another thing is, while you're sharing on all your social media platforms, please ignore the ones that don't work for you. I'm going to take myself for example here. I've had a Twitter account for the past 2 years, but I don't use it. I'm not active on Twitter. Yeah, most times I log in and then I just read people's tweets, but I don't know what's going on there. I don't really know how to navigate the whole Twitter thing. So I tried sharing my links on Twitter, but it wasn't working for me. I think mostly because nobody knows me on Twitter. I don't even have people that are following me on Twitter. So I was now asking myself, why am I stressing myself posting on Twitter? So I just had to leave it. So I started channeling all my energy to the apps where I have people. For every time I post a video, I'm pushing it out there. And trust me, the turnout has been amazing. Like one time I got a comment on TikTok from someone I don't even know. She was like, go girl, I just subscribed, and I'm like, okay, this is so exciting, from someone I don't even know. I was so excited about it, you get. So you guys should keep sharing. What's the word I should use? Share shamelessly. Yes, share it shamelessly. I know there are times when you feel like you don't want to disturb some people, but it's okay, because the truth is, even people that will ignore you would eventually want to check it out if they see that you're consistent at it. That's just how it works. Last time I checked my algorithm, it showed that the highest traffic I'm getting is actually from WhatsApp. So they're actually seeing it and they're watching. So guys, just share shamelessly. Once you've dropped your first video, start sharing and sharing. You drop the next one, make sure you're sharing. You drop the third one, make sure you're like, just keep sharing, because nobody is going to promote you as much as you're going to promote yourself. And your best friend, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, they would not always have that time to be there the way you want them to be, or share the way you want them to share. That's actually one thing you should understand. Do not think people not sharing your video every day means that they're not there for you. No. I mean, people have lives too. So that's the main reason why you need to promote it yourself. So keep sharing, keep sharing. Of course, they will definitely share, but you are the one person that will promote yourself even way more than any other person. Okay, so that's an important tip. Make sure you share to all your social media platform. So the next thing I want to share is stop overthinking it. I mean, when I dropped my first video, I was like, angel, after all the running around and all the fear and everything, you dropped the first one. What I do these days is I don't even think about it anymore. I just make sure that I've planned it and then I've prepared for it, and then I just record and I edit. When I'm done editing and I'm not okay with the outcome, I still take my time to re-edit it if I need to. I don't just overthink anymore. I just make it work as much as I want to. So these are like the things that I've been doing so far since I started my YouTube channel. As of today, recording this video right now, I have 72 subscribers, and it's been just 3 weeks. You guys, this is me celebrating my growth. So if you want to start a YouTube channel in 2022, just start it. It's not a big deal. You don't need to spend plenty of money. You don't need to overthink it. And then trust me, everything is going to work out. Oh, there's one last thing. I call this one the bonus tip. It's important you write down everything you want to talk about in your video, especially if you're doing a video that you're telling people how to do this, how to do that. You know, it's important that you have a script. All I do is I just write everything I want to talk about. I write it down here, and then I also have a whiteboard. I write down the bullet point. Everything is just flowing. I'm just following it so that I don't miss out anything. So scripting is a very huge part of preparation. It is something that has helped me a lot. So the next video, I'm going to tell you guys all the apps I currently use for my YouTube, from designing my thumbnail to designing my cover photo to editing my videos and all that. The apps are free. You don't have to pay for them. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.